Okay, so there's a little bit of delay on that thing too.
Yeah.
That amp sounds great.
I love it. I wrote a lot of the riffs on this thing. It's like crunchy.
Yeah,
Riff.
and sounds produced. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about your guitar, and I'll go ahead and we'll sort of start from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me about this guitar you're playing. What are we looking at here?
This is my new signature model. It's from Dean Guitars, and I wanted something simple but still dark looking, so I kind of chose our old mascot, the skull. This is dates back to where it used to be called Legacy, and it's the Legacy Skull dude. And basically, this top part is like a goat head and some dragon. So what we did is we kind of put it up on the headstock, and the Dean logo wings turn into the dragon, and it goes to 11. It's killer. It's cool though. It's nice and heavy. It's it's a traditional the D neck. It's got the V neck in the back. I shaved it down a little bit, so it's really cool to shred on, but it's still fat enough for crunching in, for digging in for rhythms. It's got the 81 AMG pickup and the 85. And it's going to come equipped with 10 to 52 DR high beam strings, and yeah, it's killer. It's a great guitar.
Okay, so let's tackle a couple of the rhythm parts from the record. What about Henchman Ride? That seems like just a great crazy rhythm part on that one. Can you go ahead and just detail what you're doing there?
Henchman Ride is one of the songs off the new record, and it's got two basic riffs in it. It's got the opening riff, which is more of like a muted single string kind of vibe. It's more of old school harmonics and stuff like that. And then it goes into the rhythm for the verse, which is more of a chugging rhythm, which we haven't done for a while, and it's very percussive. So the opening riff is more of the muted single string thing. It's that's all single string stuff, and it really goes along with the drums good. It's more of a percussive kind of rhythm. This whole song's percussive, so the drums are kind of following exactly what the guitars are doing, so they're as one. And then the verse rhythm, which is more of like a chugging thing, it's more of like the sound of an engine of a motorcycle or a train, and that's kind of what I was going for. And it's the rhythm goes like. It's very, it's percussive. The right hand is very like a drum, kind of a vibe.
And you said that you will sometimes hear drum grooves and drum fills in your head when you're coming up with rhythm parts. Is this one that's an example of something like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's you just picture the drums, like a battle cry or something. Just like or it could sound like an engine or anything that's heavy and just wickedly crazy like that. And I try to put like a guitar to it, or vice versa.
What about More Than Meets the Eye? You want to go ahead and detail your riffs in that one?
More Than Meets the Eye is it's influenced by an older song, a song called Barracuda by Heart, and it's just got that nice groove kind of picking sound. But it's not the exact replica of it, but it's just that's where the vibe came from. And then it's got the melody, which is for the vocal, and it comes from the guitar. So I'll start with the first melody and go into the verse.
Okay, now can you show me what's going on after you play like the G and the F power chords that you're holding there? There's a really cool part that happens up above,
basically
with great right hand work too.
Yeah, the G to the F part is the vocal part, and in between that is like a filler thing. We just do guitar. It's like just a little lick thrown in there, but it's kind of trademarky for that part. You know, we wanted to make sure that it's a cool riff. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm going from G to F. Then after that, instead of just going E like that, we throw in some riffs. So it goes. The other one is. Throwing a harmony. Throwing a harmony, so I was trying to say it's funny. We're trying to play.
Okay, I want to get a close up on what your right hand's doing when you have that the higher part after the G to F there. So let me see if I can train in on.
Got it?
Yep.
So.
And you nailed those harmonies on the fly there.
Well, it's funny because a lot of the harmonies that I do, when I'm going between half step and full step, when I actually do the recorded harmonies, I do a lot of it's all full step. So like the harmony would be just full step. But if you wanna cheat, you can just do all half step and you can do this chord right here. It's pretty close, but if you actually heard it, we had a split screen, you would be able to tell the difference between doing like full step.
Okay, what about the Persecuted Won't Forget? If we do like one more thing, what's going on with that?
That's all muted, single fast string stuff, and basically what's going on there is kind of like that little lick I was doing on More Than Meets the Eye, but it's going from the E and doing pull offs on the fifth string, the A string, and let me see if I can remember how to play that. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going. I'm doing some pull-offs, I'm going. So I'm doing the chugging. That's kind of a cool little lick there too. It's like kind of get that harmonic, and then mute it.
Excellent. Excellent. That's going to be great.
Is that cool?
Yep, that's totally.